And we got like there's like a couple options in this pack. There's a few ways we could go here.
Banneret's amazing. Rampaging Monument's good. Hired Poisoner's okay. Siege Worm's okay. Whisper Agent's okay.
Yeah, Guildmage is pretty decent too.
Oh, I didn't even see him. Yep, Guildmage is pretty decent. You want to go Dimir? Guildmage is great.
Yeah. I guess I think for me, I mean, if I'm sitting at a real life table, I'm gonna take the land because it's worth probably like $8 or something. And I say that every time, but in Magic Arena, that doesn't matter at all, right? None of the cards have any actual value because you can't do anything with them except play constructed. So yeah, I think it's probably a toss up between the Banneret and the Guildmage, or like the same logic applies if I'm sitting at like an actual event at like a professional level.
I would say that like
care about $8.
I would say Banneret leaves us more open, but it really doesn't. You don't play Banneret in an Is It deck really.
I mean, you sort of can. It depends on what curve you end up getting. Like he's okay in the Is It deck. He's not like amazing or he's not as good as he's in the Boros deck, but he's like okay. So like yeah, he doesn't leave you quite as open as you might think.
Right.
The open card here is taking the Rampaging Monument, right? Because you just play that in any
Poisoner is technically open too. You can play that.
Deck.
You can play that in blue black or green black. It's just you don't want to play green
black.
Black.
It's not that hard to play 3 colors in this set either, right? So like even if we take something like Banneret, we could still end up as like Jund or Jeskai or Orza or whatever the Yeti shard is. I don't remember which one of that one's called. The one that I always play, red, black, white. It's a running meme when I play Cube because I always just draft those colors and just play big dumb angels and demons. And it's terrible every time, but I don't fucking care. It's for the memes when you're cubing.
I wouldn't mind playing Dimir.
Yeah, sure.
Let's grab the Guildmage.
I mean, Guildmage is definitely one of the more powerful Dimir cards, so we kind of got punished a little bit.
Oh, we got massively punished. We got two good red cards that are great in aggro. And we got a very good green card, and then a good Selesnya deck card too. There's no blue here, and there's no black here. Lotless Giant is barely playable in black-blue.
Yeah, he's not. He's much better if you're in an aggressive deck where he can be an actual finisher.
Yeah.
So like, unless we end up playing like Grixis or whatever the other one is with green, the green shard. I don't know what the fuck. Sultai. Yeah. So like, for me, I think that none of these picks are in the first colors either. Right? Like, so for me, I think it's probably between the Hatchery Spider, the Wojek Bodyguard, the Prey Upon, and the Horsemane Centaur, and we're really far from the Horsemane Centaur. So like,
yeah, but we're only one pick in. Like, we're not in blue black. I mean, if we want to keep doing that, we should. I mean, if we want to keep going blue black, I think Passwall Adept is actually worth talking about too. The card is not terrible, although it's not at all good. I like Hatchery Spider. It's really deep in the black green archetype, and that archetype seems so bad to me.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, it's okay in the Selesnya deck too, right? Like, it's just a big dumb creature that is the big body. So
yeah, 7's not very slow, but yeah.
Yeah,
I like Rosemane Centaurs. They're right where you want to be with white green.
They really are, yeah.
I don't think we passed any good white cards in the last pack, and there's no good white cards here either. So possibly stealing that says something too.
Yeah, I mean, that's an option. I think personally, I'd probably take either one of the 2 green cards or the Wojek Bodyguard here. Could maybe be talked into taking the Crater Maker, but I'm not. There's like no good. I'm not taking a blue or black card this pack, so there's also maybe some argument for just taking the Gateway Plaza.
My argument, I think I would just take this.
Just memeing.
That's where I'd go.
Man, I feel like if I'm playing the Selesnya deck, I think I'd rather have a Hatchery Spider than the Centaur anyway.
Really, I feel like Convoke is the thing that makes Selesnya any good.
It definitely is, but like that Spider is like such a big dumb bomb.
Yeah, but when are we playing him?
I don't know, like turn 6, turn 7.
Really?
Fine.
I think about turn 10, I think, is going to be the average of playing that card.
I mean, if you're playing in the Selesnya deck, there's a number of cards that draw you additional cards, right? So it's not too hard to hit your land drops when you're playing something like that. That also does keep us open up to still playing blue-black a little bit and playing green, like green, blue, black. There's a world where that happens, and we
Well,
just like
as I often say
blue.
when we have these discussions, unless or sometimes I'm just like absolutely not. But I think when I bring you into draft, like the interesting part for me is hearing different perspectives. I would take Rosemane Centaur, but I'm willing to try Hatchery Spider. I think the card is interesting and fun, but I don't think it's very good. I think it's really good sealed.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Not like insane or anything. That's all right.
The best card here is Notion Rain. The second best card here is Notion Rain. The third best card here is Guildgate, Muse Drake, Righteous Blow, or Gorgon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that this is. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I don't think it's close, and it's just the Notion Rain. It's like right where you want to be if you're even in 3 colors or whatever, or some awkward, weird 4-color deck. I don't understand why there's 3 insane uncommons in this pack right now, but okay, sure.
I'm back on Boros Challenger. Just giving up our first 3 picks.
Just
card is so good. Like, it's so stupidly good. A 2/3 for 2 by itself, no bodies at all, is good. This has a mentor and a pump ability. It's like, fuck me.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely worlds where you just say, fuck it, I don't care. I'm just going to force it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think if we were going to do that, we probably would have wanted to commit to the Wojak pack, pick 2 over the Hatchery Spider.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
I mean, I guess we have Muse Drake here is whatever. Flower, I don't think is really playable for what we're doing. I guess we're splashing double green for Hatchery Spider on turn 1000.
I mean, it's conceivable. Like, there's a world where you end up as like some 4-color abomination, and Flower Flourish is just fine as an alternate win condition. I think for me, it's between the Flower Flourish, the Crow Swarm, and maybe the Muse Drake. I think I take the Crow Swarm over the Muse Drake, though. A 4 power creature is pretty nice. It's super fragile, but like it trades with everything.
Aren't we on blue-black? Really don't we want to create 1/3 flying blockers as soon as possible? As opposed to 4/1 aggressive blockers? Like, it feels...
It's definitely not... I mean, it's not definitely not bad. And like, I could... Either one of them is... They're pretty close. I think I'd probably take the Crowstorm under the assumption that we're going to get another Muse Drake sometime in the next 35 picks or so.
How do you feel about Charnel Troll?
That seems like the card we're taking every single time because he wins the game by himself. So, yeah, that's right.
All right. Golgari, here we fucking come. So it's Dimir Guildgate, huh?
It's the Drake or the Guildgate. I think the Guildgate's probably better than the Drake.
Me too.
Because we want to be playing straight 3 colors now from the looks of it. So, I want to fix that mana.
Open Assassin's easy.
Yep.
Card's amazing. The Guildgate, second Guildgate's nice. Prey Upon's nice, but Assassin's really good.
Yeah. It's hard to get away from a...
Did it just pick it or not?
Yeah, I did it? I don't know. Oh, you took the other Guildgate, apparently.
I didn't take the other Guildgate. All right,
That's what it looks like happened.
We're restarting the client. Back in a second. Because that just lagged out and then fucking cost me a pick, so that's exciting. I didn't pick shit, chat. Or rather, I clicked the Okran Assassin and then it just lagged.
Yeah, I saw you hovering over it and then you moved to the Okran Assassin for me and then it just showed the Guildgate in the list, so...
Yeah, that sucks. So we just lost a very powerful pick.
Sucks pretty bad. I mean, I guess at least we got a card that is actually playable in our deck and it's gonna get played every time, but like, yeah, it sucks missing out on a creature that doubles as removal.
Yeah, it does.
And he's also really good with the blue splash because there's a number of blue cards that reduce attack power on enemy creatures, so you can like
use them multiple times,
2-for-1s and 3-for-1s, yeah, or use them multiple times or whatever, yeah. So
yeah, that feels really bad. All right, at least whatever the fucking lag pick was still useful.
I mean, it was like the second best card in the pack, right? So it's not like the worst thing in the world.
So we have Musegate or Vigor Spore Worm. Did you just tell me? Did you just tell me, Big Shark Chris, not to drag cards? I don't drag cards in the first place. I click them. And the second thing is that I often do this, which is I mouse over things for the benefit of chat to see what's going on. So I don't know, man. That's client lag.
I think I'd actually lean towards Child of Night here. Solely for the purpose that is like the best card to have against Boros. Because it trades with one of their creatures and generally gains you like 2 to 4 life.
Yeah,
which is like what you want. And it's a creature that we can get into our graveyard for the channel troll, right?
Thank you, Larry the Cucumber. Welcome to the channel.
We want some bad creatures that we can get into the graveyard for the channel troll.
It's better than Muse Drake. I mean, the Vigor Spore Worm's okay. I think we'll get another one. I mean, we've now passed 3 of these. So.
I could see taking the Drake too. I mean, either of those are like really good curve fillers for what the deck wants.
I feel like Lifelink is super strong in this format, so
yeah,
I'm gonna grab that.
I feel that way as
Banneret
well.
Wield, it's insane.
That's interesting. Is that the? Okay, it's a Utopia.
Utopia is okay. It's slow. It's gonna help what we're trying to do here. If we're trying to do green, black, blue.
I think it's between that, the Vapors, and the Gilgate for just in case we want to play 4 colors for some weird reason.
I'm sometimes main decking these now. I was pretty incredulous of that to begin with, but I'm to the point now where I sometimes
There's a lot of 1 toughness creatures in the format, so I mean, none of those cards are like super terrible. Sometimes it'll be like a 40th card, so either one of those is probably fine.
So we're looking to splash blue really at this point. Probably. Is that our splash black? But we're taking 2 drops. We're really splashing blue.
I mean, I don't know that we're splashing anything at this point. I feel like we're probably just straight 3 color. Looking at the cards that we have thus far, like all of them, or we've got 2 really good blue cards, like 3 really good black cards, and 2 really good green cards. So I can see a world where I take the 1/3 here.
Okay, so if I'm gonna left click mouse here, and then I'm gonna release on the 1/3. That's what we want.
And either that or the 4-drop fight thing is all right, I guess. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna get more 1/3s. Bad removal is bad removal, but it's
I just released it. It did nothing. So this is left click held down. Here's releasing. Does nothing. Left click, releasing, does nothing.
I mean, the bats
so it's a left click.
Thing in the world either.
It's literally a click is the only thing that does it.
Like I think any of the blue or black cards in this pack.
See, even that doesn't do anything. I drag it, it does nothing. It's literally a left click.
It was just Filthy lagged for a second while he was moving shit around. So I
think it's time for that Drake. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Drake here.
All right.
Another Drake looks really good.
God, they can't give those fucking things away, can they? All right. So, do you want the counterspell? You want the dude? Dude gives menace.
Yeah, this is between the dude and the counterspell, and I think it's kind of close. The menace dude is not terrible with Child of Night, because like
I don't play MTG, but I'm still enjoying the content.
Probably like an extra 6 life on average if you have the curve into Child of Night. It curves really well with the Charnel Troll.
What are you looking at? The painter?
Yeah, it's the painter versus the counter.
Yeah, I haven't run this counter yet because it feels clunky as fuck, but it is really nice when you're in a board position to have that.
4 is a lot, right? Like
it's not a bug; it's a memory leak from the client over time degrading your interface, and then eventually.
I haven't actually gotten to play very much with the painter, and I think because we have the Child of the Night, I might lean towards the painter, and because we have the Charnel Troll.
I never play that card; it looks terrible to me. So.
I mean, it's not insane or anything. It's pretty. I mean. There's
Lazav is great. Discovery Dispersal is pretty strong. Glowspore Shaman's where we want to be. I'm taking Lazav. Card's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards in that. Okay.
You want to go best stuff and just go white?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be splashing white for Tristani because that card wins the game by itself. And cards that win the game by itself tend to win the game by themselves. So I think I'm playing 4 colors now.
This card doesn't win the game by itself. Requires some other stuff.
I mean, it's pretty close to winning the game by itself, though, right?
All right. So we got all the colors now. It's exciting. This is why I like drafting with you, Sui. We always do stupid shit that never works.
Nah, it's fine. It's fun. So, like...
I think it's Gorgon. You want to go all the way and go Hypothesizzle?
I mean, there's a world where I mean, value... On the surface, like highest value card in the pack is definitely the Hypothesis, right?
Sure.
I just don't know if we want to be that far.
How about Arboretum Elemental?
I don't think we want Arboretum Elemental in the stack.
How about green removal then? So I'm either on the Gorgon or a removal plan. The rest of this seems like shit to me. I guess if we're going white with all the colors, we could go like a Parhelion Patrol as well.
How many dudes? We have the 2 Muse Drakes right now and the Lazav that hits.
Yeah, so I suppose we could mentor things. I wasn't even thinking about mentoring.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just counting for math's sake. Like, yeah, I feel like I probably take either the 2/3 Vigilance dude, the Gorgon, or the Hypothesizzle here, and the safe pick is the Gorgon.
Yeah. I'm with Gorgon plan as well. I like the idea of building our graveyard. So we've got this dude who seems pretty good in our colors.
Yep.
We don't have any instants or sorcerers yet, but maybe one day. Got the one.
We've got one. We've got two.
What's the second one? Oh,
the second one was one we're probably not playing, but we technically got it. All right, Sphinx.
Yeah, we could take another bomb. Sure.
Yeah, I mean that covers our win conditions, right? So,
I like this dude. He's good here.
I do like that dude. He's a really good curve filler. We've already got 2 Drakes, so I kind of like filling our curve out with a good solid 3-drop.
Yeah, I think he's a good 3-drop too. Burglar Rat seems like an easy fucking pick up to me.
I like rats right here a lot. So.
Yeah. Mission briefing. I don't think we're blue enough for that, but it's it's a rare.
That either.
It's that we could do mana fixing at super slow speeds, or we could do the Wary Okapi as the world's best lone defender of this hill here.
Well, we do have a number of cards that are mana intensive right now. I wouldn't normally argue for the Circuitous thingamabob, but I think it's actually probably pretty decent in our deck. We've got a couple really expensive cards, and we do have 1 mana sink or 2 mana sinks right now on the Zov and House Guild Mage.
Yeah.
And Charnel Troll is kind of a mana sink too.
Yeah, we
could.
And
so is Crawl Swarm.
We could, while we're getting pressured by Boros, do this.
Yeah, the more I look at that card, the more I think I like it in our deck.
Yeah, the more I look at it, the less I like it. All right, let's grab it. It's fine. I'm okay to take that. I don't think we can play mission briefing here. So
I think that's too blue for us. The mission briefing.
All right.
That 1/4 looks real nice.
Would you like to enhance our surveillance, Sui?
I don't know what that card is.
Let's see. Look at.
Oh no, it doesn't do that. That's the card that does nothing. Okay, yeah.
That might be a Vapors here.
I like the 1/4. Surveillance for 2 is pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Beam Slitter Mage and go red. Shade. You want to put stuff in our graveyard? It's cheap.
I think we're taking the 2 mana instant that draws those cards. Because we've got the Murmuring Mystic, or whatever the card's name is. I don't think Shade's particularly good when you're playing 4 colors.
I would not have picked that here, but sure. We'll see if it gets play. I think it's Crushing Canopy time.
Yeah, that seems pretty straightforward.
I think the cat. Oh, Child of Night number 2 seems pretty good for what we're trying to do.
Child of Night number 2 looks really good. I didn't even see that at the start.
Yep.
Yeah, 4/3's fine.
Yep. Sure. Second punch. We got a theme going on over here. We can punch something when it goes wrong. This is a very easy Midnight Reaper. Oh, I say that. No, we're not really in white.
Yeah,
we're not actually in white. We're not actually in white.
You don't think we're actually in white? I think
no.
We're playing
Artful Takedown versus Midnight Reaper. We have no removal.
I don't think that I'm taking the Tribunal over the Reaper, but...
Reaper's so good.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Reaper. I still think I'd probably play... I mean, maybe if we get enough cards,
amazing too.
But yeah, it definitely is, but I'm not sure it's as good as Reaper. We want creatures dying in this deck, so like drawing more cards is pretty sweet.
So there's a black-green Guildgate, there's a Lurker, there's the actual counterspell in this format, there's a Siege Worm. All those things are things our deck wouldn't mind doing.
No, they're not. We've got a lot of 4-drops right now. I think I'd probably take the Guildgate here.
Well, Toronto Troll does exile, so I mean, maybe we're not looking for graveyard synergies, but like those are already counteract the Hatchery Spider and the dude.
The Hatchery Spider, this thing is just like a bonus. It's 5/7 reach creature for 7 is 6.
Jesus, that feels. We don't want a Siege Worm here.
Yeah, it feels a little weird, but I think I probably would take the Guildgate to smooth our curve out, right? I mean, Siege Worm's definitely not terrible, but.
What are we even fucking playing? We're playing blue-black splashing green right now. So we're probably not fixing white. Utopia. Because we're probably not able to play it. We may or may not be playing Canopy. We're hoping to splash Charnel Troll, which won't be on 3. We're not playing this card. That card's not making play. And then Hatchery Spider.
Yeah, it feels a little weird, but I think I would take the Guildgate here.
4s are pretty full. Such a weak pick for such strong options.
A gleaming endowment.
Hey Chris, thank you for the donation, man. Thanks for hitting that daily goal. Cheers. Hopefully you're doing well, man.
Looking at the deck the way we have it right now, it looks like we want to be tapping out every turn, so I don't see us having mana open for the counter. And I think fixing our mana a little bit better is going to be better than having the Siege Worm because we have so many color-intensive cards right now. And I think, oh shit, that's actually fucking damn.
No, you're up between Venerated, Loxodon, and Watcher.
No, huh? I was between the Giant and the Watcher, but I think Watcher is way better.
Watcher's way better than Giant.
Yeah, I didn't see the Watcher at the start. I'm like, yeah, Giant's pretty nice.
If you're on the white routes though, I would consider if we're splashing Venerated Loxodon and Tristani Discordant, I'd start considering white again. I mean, it's the end of pack 3. You want to start considering white again? I don't. I think I'd rather just Watcher.
I think Watcher's still better than the Venerated, dude.
All right, let's switch to blue-red. Get the Wee Dragonauts going.
I don't think we have enough things for that. I mean, the 3-mana 2/2 thing that destroys an enchantment or artifact's fine. Or we could take the Plaza if we want to play the Tristani. Like the Plaza plus like one.
Tristani Gateway is just here for green, honestly. Although our curve's a little fucked. Disdain plus Stroke's very good too.
It's not terrible.
We have no removal yet in this deck. Is that where are you?
We have Undercity Blessing, and
we have a 4-mana, kills one of our creatures, kills one of their creatures. It's like the Strands, except it doesn't heal us and costs 2 more mana and takes our splash color.
We've got a bunch of creatures with 3 toughness. I mean,
yeah, that's good.
Like Murmuring Drakes and shit.
So you know we're 0-2 together right now, right? We've done 2 drafts together, and we've lost both of them horribly.
Gotta believe to achieve, Filthy. Because we weren't drafted.
I believe my gems are disappearing at a noticeable rate.
Because we didn't. That's because we're not forcing Boros, right? That's what I do when I draft on my own. Is I just force Boros every time, no matter what. Sometimes I play red. Sometimes I play blue with it. But like, yeah, I could see taking either the 2-mana counter thing, the Gateway, or the 3-mana green spell. There's a lot of things that remove creatures with enchantments in the set. So like Sprouting Renewal is like a totally reasonable card. Activates the Mystic.
I don't think we're putting in white, so I wouldn't be splashing this for white. Would we be playing this, you think, if we're just splashing green?
Probably not. Splashing. If we're not playing the Tristani, I would probably be taking the Sprouting Renewal. But with this deck, I'd probably be playing the Tristani, and then I would take the Gateway Plaza.
I don't think this is going to get play.
An insane effect.
I think just better than that straight up is Crushing Canopy. Like, this is a sorcery is really unexciting to me. And, like, oftentimes, like, if I'm creating a 2/2 with it, I'm pretty unexcited about that either. So it's really only when it targets on artifacts or enchantments. And there aren't a lot of artifacts and enchantments in the set that we often want to destroy. A lot of times there are a shit ton of flyers. I just play Canopy over Sprouting Renewal in this deck. So if you're looking at it that way, I'd take Plaza to leave us open to play white.
I think taking the Plaza and playing the Tristani is probably the best. It's just, like, it doesn't really cost us anything to play just the Tristani. And in that logic, I don't even actually mind.
Don't you dare say Peacemaker. There's no chance we're running enough white sources for that. No chance.
No chance. I mean we could take the Bat or the Lurcher.
Lurcher's fine. Not exciting, but fine. All right, we got another Guildgate in our colors. I don't
think we can pass the Sprite.
We got a Sprite.
Sprite's so good.
Fine with Sprite. I love surveilling. Got another Guildgate. Got a Dazzling Lights. We have no removal, so getting some combat tricks might be good. We have no combat tricks yet.
It's got to be the Shutterbug, Spybug, or whatever the hell those cards.
Seriously, you're so greedy. We have 2 sources of Surveil. 3, 4 sources of Surveil.
Whatever. You only need the one. You only need the Sprite. If you ever cast Sprite,
sure, so we all agreed. You want another one?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course.
We're in.
I'm the greediest guy around. I take that Guildgate every time here.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Greediest guy around. You want the counterspell? I do. We're at third Child of Night.
We have a lot of 2-drops.
Yeah, we do.
I don't think we need the 3rd Child of Night. I'd probably take the counter.
Sure.
Get that crab for the sideboard. The old Wisconsin crab. All right, the Sprouting Renewal wheel, so we get it anyway in case we want it.
Chat, I'm dragging, and I'm releasing, and I'm dragging, and I'm releasing.
So many Wisconsin crabs.
As many Wisconsin crabs. Nice! Favorite
nice.
card
The dazzling light's actually
a lot better with double
played.
surveil. I know it's 100%
yeah, it's
getting played.
probably getting played.
All right, let's look at removing green. What does that look like? Get rid of all these shitty cards that we don't want to play. We lose the Charnel Troll, which is something we care about. But that's really it. We lose the Charnel Troll. This card is so much worse when you're A, not running a bunch of green permanents, and B, don't running a bunch of sources.
This is like 1,000,000 cards right now.
What if I just pull green real quick and look at this for you? It's 40. We have to play the Wisconsin Crab, which isn't so great. You can play Passwall Adept instead.
I mean, if we're doing this straight deck like this, I'd be playing the Moonmark Painter because we have so many evasive creatures right now, and we have double Child of Night. So like gaining an extra 4 life is pretty fucking sick.
So all right, let's look at this iteration of the deck. The problem is we lose this dude. This dude we want to cast on like 5 or 4 when we traded some creatures. Like, are we gonna be able to cast him on? We've got 1 green Guildgate, 1 Gateway Plaza, which is totally unexciting. Our only piece of removal. So this is blue-black with no removal. How do you feel about that? That feels really good. Our plan is to kill them with the Spybug before they can create it. Our plan is to draw a Night Veil Sprite and Spybug in every opening hand and kill them with it before they can draw a single piece of removal or a 2/2 to block the Sprite.
Yeah, that's
when I put it like that, we're putting green back in.
Yeah, I think we need the green. I think we need to have like big, powerful creatures probably. So I mean, doing that, I'm pretty sure we're cutting the Radical Idea. It's one of the cuts.
I mean, that's our other game plan though. That's our Murmuring Mystic game plan we just cut. You sure you want to cut that? I mean, our plan is
I'm playing the Tristani, so like I'd probably
Tristani?
I don't think we actually need the Circuitous route. Yeah, Tristani's really good.
You're like, put green back in, but remove the... I agree. I don't want to play Circuitous route because I think the card is garbage.
I mean, we've only got the 2 big creatures, so I don't think it's actually strictly necessary.
Maybe we don't play Hatchery Spider or Tristani.
I mean, there's no way Tristani's not better than Lurcher, even in the deck, like it being the 4th color.
Really? I'm not sure that 2 2/2s and a 1/4 are that relevant.
Right, but it buffs the Child of Nights and the Dimir Spybugs, which is hugely relevant.
Yeah. What happens if they play a creature with more than 2 toughness?
We ignore it and just kill them with Spybugs, obviously. Cat's probably laughing right now so bad.
I just realized our Guildgate surveils as well. I mean, we actually have a fair amount of recurring surveillance.
Yeah.
Like 2 pieces of recurring surveillance and no removal.
I mean, yeah, it's the no removal part is probably the most concerning thing.
Yeah. We want to trade, put things in the graveyard, and then counter stuff.
Our 1 counter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
I'm on the. I mean, I guess we're on the fucking slam shit into their people until they're dead.
There's a world where I just cut the Lurcher and the Spider here and just splash for just Charnel Troll and Tristani.
Sure.
And it's like the greediest splash ever.
I mean, we want to play Dimir Spybug reliably on 2.
Yeah. I mean, that shouldn't be too hard with 3 Dimir Guildgates. How many cards is this right now?
42.
42. Okay. Let's take a look at what we're working with here.
I mean, we could just play the Spider to surveil it into the graveyard so we could turn into Lazaz into the Spider.
I think one of the cards we're cutting here is Passwall Adept.
I think I would cut Moonmark Painter for the Lurcher. Cut Passwall Adept? I put him back in specifically because what you just told me is that we're going to have early aggro until they play a big creature that we can't remove, in which case we're going to want to have finishers, and this represents a finisher.
Probably actually is better than the Painter.
I think Painter's shit, so I'm fine with that. How many instants and sorcerers do we have? 1?
I think it's just like literally just the 3. I don't think. I mean, he's a 1/5 or 4, but I don't think that's
3.
Actually good enough.
We have 3 fucking instants and sorceries.
Yeah, it's literally. I don't think.
Seriously?
I don't think 3 is enough.
How do we have 3 instants and sorceries in this deck? What kind of terrible play. Okay, we got to get Crushing Canopy back in.
Yeah,
cut Mystic. Mystic's not playable here. It's not a win condition.
Canopy's probably mainboarded in here.
Yeah, it's our 1 piece of removal. Get Radical Idea back in. Then we'd have 5. You sure you want Tristani here? Tristani does not seem very good to me.
Yeah, I think I want Tristani here. Making all our bad creatures into semi-good creatures, like making those drakes into 2/4s, is such a big upgrade.
Alright, one more card out. Can't be a spell.
Can't be a spell.
I don't want to get rid of our surveil packages. I feels like pass wall is...
How much card draws do we have in this deck?
1 Notion Rain and 2 Drakes.
So that's 4.
Yeah.
Plus, you have how many early surveil things? The Sprite, the Dazzling Lights, and there's one more, right? Like the Guild Mage?
Guild Mage. Lazav surveils when he comes in.
How much does he surveil? I've never actually read.
He surveils 1.
Oh, we've got the draw off the Knight, too.
Yeah.
I think I might just play 41 with this.
Nope. What do you want to cut? Tristani?
It's not Tristani. If
we're cutting a card, Tristani.
If we're cutting a card, it's the pass wall adapt.
I mean, we can. I think we're never gonna. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill them without this card.
I mean, it's either the pass wall adapt or the sinister sabotage, because it might be a little difficult to cast that card.
You don't think we're gonna have 2 blue?
Either of those.
We're gonna have so much blue. All of our early game is blue and black. We're gonna have a bunch of blue sources, and we want to catch Washer of the Mist. So I think we're gonna have 2 blue. It might not be on turn 3, but it would probably be on turn 5 or 6.
With this much surveil and card draw, I'd probably just play 41 and not be worried about it.
All right, we'll play the Deck of Shame with 41. And what's the 41st card in your mind? It's either the... You said it would be the Sinister Sabotage? All right, that will be our picture.
It's that or it'd be that or the Pass Wall Adapt. Probably the Pass Wall Adapt.
I like this as your picture of the Deck of Shame. This is how I imagine you look, Stewie, when you're playing this deck. Confused and juggling things. So we're running 2 white sources for Tristani?
Yeah, 2 should be fine.
That sounds...
We've got enough card draw that's reasonable.
All right,
how much green is in here right now? 3?
Oh God, it's so awkward.
We want more than 3 green.
We might want less than 3 green. Let's see. So this is the splash color of mana right now. So right now we are on 8, 9. Why won't this? These are 3 guild gates or 2? I can't tell because it's
3. Because they're from like they have different arts. That's why they're separated.
It's dumb. All right, so this is 3.
It's obnoxious.
That's 9. That's 10 blue sources. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources. 9 black sources. 2 white, 3 green.
I think I might go up 1 more green.
I'd cut Tristani, and then we wouldn't have to worry about shitty stuff. We could drop plains, add forest, and be happy.
Gorgon, we can do with double black. I think 3 green sources for 3 green cards is probably okay with this much card draw. I think the mana base doesn't look super terrible. I could also
my vote is cut Tristani to go to 40. Drop plains,
I
add
also
forest.
See a world where going down 1 swamp for 1 more forest is probably not the worst thing in the world.
We're gonna need enough sources. We need a lot of sources to reliably cast Dimir Spybugs on 2. House Guild Mage, Dimir Spybugs, Child of Night,
so that
Burglar
would bring
Rat.
us to 8 black sources, which should be enough to hit our 2s reliably. The thing is, we've actually got double blue cards, and all of our multicolor cards are blue.
Yeah, so this is really one of the good ones to get rid of then. So we could get our whole mana source back.
I'm not convinced that actually helps us at all. I think we need the Tristani to win, because we have no removal, so we need to make our creatures bigger to push through.
Okay.
It's the same logic that the Pass Wall Adept is in the deck.
All right. So what then? So you want to cut a swamp?
I might go down 1 swamp for 1 forest, but I don't think it's actually strictly necessary.
All right. Let's play the Deck of Shame till its completion.
All
right. Look at this. The Deck of Shame respects no boundaries or drafting laws. The Deck of Shame does not draft removal. It does not play land bases, and it does not play curves. So let's do it. We don't
have removal. We don't have fucking any care in the world. We're just full on 4-color aggro here, baby.
With control cards. Full on 4-color aggro with Dimir.
4-color aggro with no removal and no way to force through damage, no pump spells.
Alright.
It's gonna be great.
The next one of these drafts is on you, Sui, is that right?
Yeah, sure.
There we go.